Hey, welcome back, YouTube. My name is Chris, and I am the Algo trader. And in today's episode, I am trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live. I am trading the Nasdaq. Okay. Yes, I am trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live, and I'll be on just for a little while this afternoon. So, welcome to today's session. Okay, guys. So here we go. All right, guys, this is the slowest part of the trade right now. You're in this channel right now, and market appears to be going sideways now, a little bit sideways. And I will show you guys what's shaking right now. We are in a very strong trend in case you guys haven't figured that out already. Anytime this is above this green bar, this green line, you are in a strong trend. Same thing as when it's below, you are in a strong downtrend. But right now we are in a strong uptrend in the market above this upper channel, and it's market's just taken off. Very surprised, but nothing surprises me anymore. Okay, here we are. Got a long signal here. Got a long signal here. I've got so long signal here, and that's been going on since this morning. I think 1, 2, 3, the fourth bar, and that signal is just there. It's going up, up, up. Got a long signal on this experimental strategy right here. That goodness gracious, this thing's about 171 points already to the upside on this signal. These are experimental strategies. They're surrogates of each. This is a surrogate of that, but anyway, it's going up. And got a few more experimental strategies here, and these haven't like done anything today. Got a bad signal. I had a bad signal there on that one. I've got a short signal, short signal. No, I'm not taking any shorts right now, not at 281 points. I got a short signal on this candle right here, a short signal here, and I've had a long signal right here that has not yet closed in this trade. So we are in a very, very strong uptrend. I think what's going to end up happening is the market's going to go sideways for a while right now, given that it's the 1 o'clock hour, and then it's going to resume its upward trajectory for the rest of the afternoon. I'm not taking any short signals right now. All I'm doing is taking long trades. And yeah. So that's all I've got, guys, right now here with the Nasdaq 100. This was the strongest part of the trade right here. Look, right there. When that thing crossed the zero line, that was it. Everything else right there is just icing on the cake, if you would, on that. Really strong on all time frames right now, going up. And you guys are going to hear an execution order, but this is on something else I've got on my screen on another chart. This is something completely unrelated. So sorry, guys. I ended up having to close out a position on something else I've got going on here on my chart. And so anyway, back with you. Yep. This angle right here is at about a 68 degree bend right now. Which means that anything below 75, it's already just turned to the point where it's going to go sideways. So you're going to see a sideways market for a little bit right now as the market consolidates and then continues its upward trajectory probably the rest of the afternoon. So we'll see right now. So you might get a little bit, tiny bit of a pullback, and then hopefully we'll see the afternoon rally again to new highs. All right, so I've still got, let's see, yeah, it's going sideways. Still got this signal right now, which has not closed. And the bar finally closed on the opposite side of this trend line right here. Right here. See it right there? That bar. That's important. This signal here is still active, has not closed yet. And this signal, I'm not in that trade, by the way, guys. I got out a few bars ago, earlier on another signal I had that I was watching. And the reason I'm not taking signals on these two is because these are experimental strategies. These are strategies that I am still fine-tuning. They've gotten fine-tuned over the last few days since I've been playing around with them. And today is a good example of that result of the fine-tuning right here. Look, took the trade at 13,026 right here. 13,026. So this is 100 and something points to the upside right there. Okay. So how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well. Over the last 3 days, almost every trade I've taken, has resulted in 100 and something point gain. Look, I'll just show you right now. Here's one right here to the downside. I think this was 170, 80 points. I think I posted about this. This was yesterday. And now this is today. I've gotten to the point where I don't even post this stuff anymore because it doesn't, really matter whether I post it or not. It's like no one gives a shit. So I just don't post them anymore. I keep them as a repository on my TikTok only for my own recollection of some of the successes I've had while trading the Nasdaq. It's just something nice to look back on. But I don't do it for any other reason. Other than to showcase that algorithmic strategies or trading rather, is really the best protocol to follow if you're really trying to make money trading the Nasdaq 100 futures or any other instrument that you might be interested in. Anyway, that was a mouthful. So like I said, I got a short signal there, short signal. I'm not taking shorts right now. I still have a long signal right here, which is another probably 100 and something points. This one got you in at 13,026 as well. It's just ripping. But I am going to keep it. And there's still a little bit in the trend left right here. Look, this is only at 12%. From the zero line right there, so it's probably going to go sideways in my opinion. So I'm going to leave it here because I want to see this. If it goes up again, I'll take another long on this. Anyway, guys, you know I'm not the only person trading the Nasdaq 100 futures. There's like this other dude. There's a few other dudes that traded on on YouTube as well, and on a few other channels that I've watched. And there was this one guy. I'm not going to mention names, but I did post a link to his live feed the other day. I don't know if some of you caught it, but this guy was trading the Nasdaq with lots anywhere between 4 and 10 lots. And, it was nothing but a bloodbath. I mean, every trade he took, it was a loser. Loser, 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 loser. Very short. He was trying to take, 20, 25 point, scalps. It was just a mess. His charts were just off. You couldn't read what his charts were. But, what surprised me is that people actually pay to watch this guy. People pay to watch him lose money. I kid you not. It blows my mind. Blows my mind. It's just, and there's a few dudes like that actually have a much larger following than me. I'm a small fry when it comes to what I do here. And I only showcase this because you guys hearing me now, know that trading is a lonely sport. It's nice to have a sense of community with other like-minded traders that share the same passion you do for what you do, right? So it's nice. And, I built a very small but dedicated community of traders that, do appreciate what I do and, also have their own unique methods of and styles of trading. And they're good at what they do as well, And I do this for free. I do this for kicks and grins just to share my knowledge on algorithmic trading and, processes that I see work in the marketplace. And I don't charge for this, but there's guys that actually charge for this, guys, and they lose money hand over fist. All right, hand over fist. If you guys ever want to know, message me. I'll tell you exactly who they are. Stay away from people like that, man. You'll blow up your account. You'll end up miserable. KTL, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well, buddy. How's that short going on the SPY? So yeah, guys, it's not to blow my own horn. You guys know I'm not on here every day, and I'm not on here every day because, I do spend a significant amount of time, developing strategies and improving what I do. There is so much improvement that could be made to just the stuff I already have that I'm showcasing now, having to do with implementation of AI, improving the AI. Microsoft just released their ML library, which opens up an infinite amount of opportunity. And there's all these themes, that you just kind of dabble in. You sort of take a deep dive when you're, playing around with that stuff. And it takes days sometimes to just kind of make heads or tails of something, and sometimes longer. And so I enjoy doing research and development in what I do here, because when I showcase this live to you guys, I want to make sure my shit works, that I'm actually making money in the market, and I'm not just sitting here wasting my time. And so for that reason, I take a few days off and I work on this stuff, and I come back and I showcase it. For example, look what you guys are seeing right now. Okay. Strategies that are running over 100 points. You don't see this. You don't see this anywhere else on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or any of the other platforms. I'm like the only person that is streaming this with real AI strategies that's actually making any money, to be honest with you. Some of these other dudes are just simply not making money at all. They think they have a strategy. All they have is a hunch and a gut feeling that they follow, and they lose money hand over fist. Trust me when I tell you that, because I get invites to their live streams all the time, because somehow or another they find me, they connect with me, they find my website, or they find my YouTube, they look me up, they send me invites on LinkedIn to connect professionally, and then then after they connect with me professionally, they start sending me like, hey, check out my live stream, so yeah, of course I'll check them out. And honestly, I'm not impressed. Not impressed with any of them. Yeah, a lot of these strategies are not open to the public. A lot of these strategies, traders just use them. They privately trade in the confines of their own home or office, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. And I did that for a long time as well. Just gets boring. In my view, it gets boring. And even if one person talks to me, that makes my day, because at least I have some type of human interaction. I could, kind of put out what I've got inside floating around in my heart and mind. Whereas, most of these guys sit alone in a quiet room, with a dim light, 6, 7, 8 monitors probably, and they don't talk to anyone. That drives you crazy. So I like the sense of community. That's the reason I come, and also because there's a lot to share. Honestly, there's a lot to share. There's a lot to share, and I've been working on this for a long, long time. This is not the product of like something I hatched up like 5 years ago, or 6 months ago, or during the time I was locked down in COVID. This is the product of many, many, many years. A lot of frustration, a lot of research and development to come up with something that I know works. And the strategies, even though I like the performance, they're not perfect. Nothing's perfect. There's no holy grail. Okay, there's no holy grail. And I guess that's the one flaw every trader's got, that they always look for the newest indicator, the newest strategy, to try to find the holy grail, to see that this one indicator or strategy is the one that's going to make me the $1 million, right? And that does not exist. We all suffer from that. I'm guilty of that myself, okay? I'm a perfectionist by nature, and whenever I find room for improvement, I'm always trying to make improvements. Well, guess what? Sometimes those improvements backfire on you, and they don't produce robust strategies because of parameter interactions, or other themes within the strategy that later on you go, no, that's the reason why it's not working, and sometimes, being a perfectionist is a flaw, but there's no such thing as a holy grail, guys, just to let you know. There is no such thing as a holy grail. Even these strategies are prone to fail, okay? Even with the best of what I've put into them, you'll get a bad signal every now and then. It's part of the process. It's part of trading. It's part of everything. So, for example, how can you, let's say, for example, I'll give you a real life example. Look, we had some puts on Microsoft. I think that we're at the, let me look at the 280 strike price, okay, that were due to expire last week on the 21st. And everything was going good on those 280 puts with Microsoft, when all of a sudden from left field, okay, Samsung comes out and says, oh, we plan to use Microsoft's Bing AI-powered browser instead of Google's Bard in all of our new smartphones that we developed. And guess what happened? Google stock tanked and Microsoft popped. And that was just a quick overnight pop for a couple of days, and then they started rolling back down again right before earnings. This was last week. I mean, there's no strategy that's going to capture something like that, and sometimes you have those type of news announcements that come out of left field from companies just like that, and your strategy is not going to catch it. Those are events that no strategy is going to catch. So that's just to kind of give you an example that no strategy is going to capture everything out there in the market that you deem relevant to make your strategy a success. It's just not going to happen. It could capture a lot of stuff, but there's some stuff that it's beyond your control. So KTL, I'm curious, have you found yourself some fig tea? I'm still drinking my fig tea in the morning. And by the way, guys, if you guys haven't heard this before, I'll just briefly mention this. I had a coffee addiction. You guys know I'm Cuban. And as a Cuban, we like to drink our little cortitos, little black Cuban coffees. And if you guys ever been to Miami on Calle Ocho, there's a lot of Cuban coffee shops right there that are OG. They make the strongest and best coffee anywhere. But let me tell you something. You can get very addicted to coffee. And the problem is that your mind starts racing. It's hard to focus. You develop anxiety. And you obviously get the coffee rush. Coffee crash sometime around 6, 7 o'clock at night. So I felt like my head was hanging at that time. And I just couldn't stay awake past 8:30, 9 because I was so burned out from the coffee crash. So I needed something that was going to improve my mental performance and the way I was feeling, because as a trader, I want clarity of mind, and I don't want my mind racing, and I don't want anxiety, and I don't want all that crap that coffee brings me in it. And you guys know, you guys probably have a cup of coffee on your desk. It's very addictive, tastes good, keeps you up and going, it kicks in right away. But let me tell you what I found out that's better than coffee. I've got a fig tree in the backyard of my home, and I took some fig leaves, cut them up in pieces, put some hot water on them, and I made some tea out of these fig leaves. And let me tell you guys, this is the best thing I have ever drank, okay, to give me the mental clarity, the stamina, and the focus I need without any of the jitters, anxiety, side effects, or crash that come with coffee, all right? Best thing ever. In fact, after I'm done here, I'll hop and take off to the gym, 7 o'clock at night, and I'm still pumping out like if I had taken supplements or something, with a lot of energy. And when 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock comes that I got to roll in bed, no problem going to sleep at all. And it's fantastic. So if you guys ever get a chance to get yourself some fresh fig leaves to make yourself some fig tea, I highly encourage it. Yeah, fig tea and the mystery of the Shemitah. Those two themes, man, I'm telling you, we'll go hand in hand, and you'll be blessed. You'll be blessed. Trust me, you'll be blessed with both of them, big time. All right, guys. So let me just pay attention a little bit here to see what's going on. All right. Looks like this thing may eventually start going back up again. I'm telling you, this is a very, very, very strong long right now. And let's see what I've got right now. I still have this long signal here that has not yet closed, and this thing is just moving. It's moving, moving, moving. Got that one. Nothing here. I've got this one right here as well. And this long signal has been going on since this morning. Now, I'm not in this signal because these are, as I mentioned earlier, experimental strategies that I've been working on for a few weeks. And I've made some improvements on them. And this is the result of the improvements right here, what you're seeing right now. Okay. Just took the trade early in the morning, and it's right there. It has not gone anywhere. It's just going up, 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 over 170 points, 180 points, I think, so far on this. And this one's doing really good too. This is a surrogate of this right here. It's just I tweaked the math a little bit differently, and you can see the results. I'm probably going to get rid of this and keep this one. And I'll know tomorrow once I decide. These two are kind of mirror images of each other. The only difference here is the phase calculation beneath them. And but they've been performing really, really super good so far today, and the strategy is still going to the upside strongly. This is something I developed this week. This is a reversal counter, and essentially the way it works is whenever it thinks there's a reversal, it'll pause and start counting, and this helps you avoid the 2 to 3 bar reversals that end up being fake reversals, right? So for example, like right here, you know, it goes up and then you got a little reversal. You got 1, 2, and then boom, it goes up again. You see that? So whenever you're trading the Nasdaq 100, okay, you're always going to have a 2 to 3 bar reversal. The question is this reversal a permanent reversal, or is it a temporary reversal? Okay, so that's what the indicator right here aims to accomplish right here. And if there's no change in the indicator, then it's a temporary reversal. You don't have to get out right here because, for example, if you would have been in the trade right here, you would have saw this bar right here going down. You would have freaked out and you would have said, oh my goodness, this thing's just going to go down. No, well, this would have told you to stay in the trade, and you would have stayed in the trade, and you know, you would have been golden, right? That's what this aims to accomplish. I'll be making this and a couple of these maybe available in a couple of weeks. I'm still trying to figure out how to secure the source code, which has been a real challenge to do. But this is something I can make available. It's a very simple to use indicator. I got to see where Apple is. I'm getting crushed on Apple. All right, guys, this is important. Now pay attention, okay? This is extremely, extremely important right here, all right? If you guys remember, let me just back up this chart right here, this chart on the right, and this is very, very, very important, okay? Here we go, okay? This is back in 2008 right here when you had the Bear Stearns collapse, all right? What ended up happening right here, and when Bear Stearns collapsed, I think it was right around March the 17th, okay? Thank you, going back to test support levels. Yeah, it's rolling up. I'm gonna look at that right now in just a sec. the collapse of Bear Stearns, guys, happened on the same weekend that SVB Bank collapsed as well. What do you think of that as a coincidence, okay? And regulators had come out and said, hey, look, there's nothing wrong with Bear Stearns. Bear Stearns is just an anomaly. There's nothing wrong with it. And look what happened with the market. The market just rallied right after that. Well, guess what happened? Right here, when SVB Bank collapsed, the regulators came out and said, hey, there's nothing wrong with SVB Bank. We're stepping in. We're going to save everyone. And no worries. Guess what happened with the market? Look, just rallied as well right there. Okay. But look what happened with Bear Stearns. This bad boy went right there. Boom. Okay. And then the collapse happened right there. Soon as this line crossed the zero line, and you're right here. Look at this. You are right here at the crossing of the zero line. So you can really expect that something is going to happen with the Nasdaq 100 and the SPX next week, or maybe tomorrow. Okay, maybe tomorrow. So this is something that you have to keep an eye on. This is something extremely important. And yeah, you definitely want to watch that for sure. Let's see. NQ going back to test high levels. Yeah, I think the NQ is going to continue going up the rest of the afternoon, I think. Because you're in the you're like in the third leg of this phase cycle. Let me just get rid of that dialog box right there. Here we go. Look, first cycle was right here, ended right there. Okay, second cycle was right there, boom, ended right there. And this is the third cycle right here, going up. Okay, and this cycle will probably continue going up until this yellow line touches the zero line right there. It's a it's going to be a very soft move up, but it is moving up nonetheless. It is moving up. Yeah, well, the Apple puts that that Marcia has never hit the strike price, and let me see. This was Apple 160 strike price, so they're going to expire out of the money. Those Apple puts are going to expire out of the money unless something miraculous happens and this market tanks between now and Friday. They're going to expire worthless. Unfortunately, that's going to be a loss. See, Apple right now is trading at 167. We've got 160 puts. I mean, unless something happens tomorrow with this right here, and the market goes, holy moly, and boom, tanks, yeah, that's going to be a scratch. And it happens every now and then when you buy options. Yeah, check it out. Go back and Google. Go back and Google the weekend that Bear Stearns collapsed. It was the same weekend that SVB Bank collapsed, and the regulators came out and said the same thing. Oh, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing. There's no systemic risk. Everything's fine. That's not true. You know, we know that's not true. By the way, I think First Federal just got taken over. I believe that's the one. First Federal Bank. And that was just a few days ago as well. Okay, we just got a closing signal on this right here, and I believe that I can't bring this down right now because I don't have a price on it. There we go. There's a short signal on that. Yeah, man, I know. It's just crazy. People are very optimistic on a lot of stuff when everything is completely deteriorating right now. People are very, very optimistic right now. So there's a short signal here, which signals the end of this phase cycle right here. And but still, I mean, the market is still way, way, way too strong to take any type of short signal right now. Look at this. This has not closed at all. And it looks to me like the market is probably poised to continue going up more, believe it or not. You're at 309 points. Yep.
Trade.
Okay, I took a long on that, guys, and I hope none of you guys follow me on that. Really. And I'm just experimenting on that because I've got something else I'm looking at, one of my other charts here, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, if this bad boy continues running for another 30, 40 points, then I don't want to miss it. So, but I've got my finger on a sell button just in case I need to blow out of that trade. Ah, look at this. That closed, but this bad boy's still going up. Yeah, this kinked up. It's going to go up. Yeah, it's pushing. So I'll just leave it here, and I'll see where this gets me out. Hey, for you guys who just joined, thanks for joining. I know you guys got a lot of options. And if you like the stream, do me a favor and give it a like. This shows me your support. And feel free to ask any questions in the chat box as well. Yeah, well, that trade is very, very, very experimental right now. So, you know, just be aware of that. I jumped in because I think it's going to continue going past where it's at right now. Well, let's see here, guys. Yeah, so I will keep it right here. Where's that other strategy at? It's right here. I'll keep it there until I'll keep it there until I see something change here, and it signals the exit. Those gave short signals because the calculation of the phase cycle came due. And those have different calculations as far as the phase cycle, the amplitude, the frequency, and the and volatility as well. So each one of those strategies, because I'm testing them, is tracking different elements of those four things. And sometimes they'll fire, and sometimes they'll misfire, depending on what exactly it is they're tracking and how fine-tuned they are to those things. So at the end of the day, what I do is I run the the trade log and the analysis, and it helps me fine-tune those strategies better. So if there is something that it missed, it'll fine-tune it better for next time. Now I've got another strategy. Where is this at? It's over here. And you guys can't see it, but I'll show you right now. Let me just I just got a new mouse, and my new mouse is really, really super delicate. All right, here you go. This is the other strategy that I've got on a separate window that you guys can't see, but I am monitoring this strategy as well. This strategy basically is tracking the movement in the Nasdaq, but but priced in the VIX right here. So you got the VIXX, and you can see that it's going down, right there. Well, this smooths out all of these little bumps, and it keeps you in the trade all the way to the very end, right there. Okay, and this has been in a trade since about, I don't know, almost 13,000 maybe, right there, all the way up right there. So so when this eventually gets you out, it's really getting you out at the very, very, very top. And this is one of the best tuned strategies I've got right now. Right here. And this tracks the difference between what do you call it, the price and volatility as well. So this is another really super good indicator too. And this is almost the same thing, but it's got a smoother in it. So if you notice right here, for example, okay, how price went up, and boom, it just, it stopped right there, but then it went up again right here. This didn't pick it up, but this did right here. Came back up, and it's been going on a trend ever since. You see that? Yellow line's above the zero line, whereas right here it is going on a trend, but the line's below the yellow line. So right here it's just about to cross. So if it crosses to the upside in about 30 seconds, I'm going to keep it here to watch. You're going to have continued upside. This thing closes, I'm jumping out of my trade. Because this thing right here will already be up like 200 points. I mean, that's enough. There it goes. Right there. Just crossed the zero line. So yeah, you're gonna have a little bit more upside. Let's see if this other strategy got me out of the trade. And see, these signals were bad. 1, 2, those signals were not good. And you're still here on this one as well. Okay, still going up. I noticed the previous candles go opposite every time, whether the trend is up or down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They do. They do. Excuse me, guys. I'm having a little bit of chow here at my desk because it's almost 2 o'clock and I haven't eaten anything. All right. Yeah, it's just, I call it oscillation. Every bar is going to oscillate like that. You know, it's going to, you jump in a trade and you think it's going to go up and then it oscillates down. Sometimes, you know, it could oscillate 30, 40 points and you're like, oh my goodness, what did I do? I'm losing all my money. And then it takes off right in the direction that you planned and hoped for. It goes up, right? It happens all the time. This trade's working out okay right now. It happens all the time. Now, in order to avoid that, you want to get in on a smaller time frame, on a smaller time scale. So, for example, if you've got a, let me see, if you've got a 30-second chart of the NQ, then you use that to time your entry to make sure that you don't get caught in that little reversal, because you may, right when you hit the button, you may be at that point where, you know, the oscillation is at the upper end of the range. Then you place a trade, then it goes right down to the bottom of the range, then it goes right back up. So you want to look at your 30-second or maybe a 1-minute chart to improve your entries. And that's how I do it. I've got a 30-second chart that I look at with some tools on it, and it lets me know whether or not I'm at the upper end or lower end of the threshold. Also, if you have a 10-line break chart with a 10-second check interval, that helps as well. And TradeStation is one of the few platforms that have that utilize 10-line break charts, but with a check interval. You wanted to check the bar every 10 seconds. I've got that, and right now it's going down. Let me take a peek at something here. All right, guys. So if you guys aren't aware of this, I do have a I do have a private stream that's for members only. Okay, that showcases 6 AI-powered strategies across 6 different symbols. I believe I've got AMD, BX, the Qs, SPY, Qualcomm, and AMD. And those are very powerful signals. They're designed mostly for day traders. I'm sorry, no, I take that back. They're designed mostly for swing traders, people who expect to be in the trade several days, several weeks. And they're also designed for option traders who want to improve their entry points using advanced AI tools. You guys could find more information on that at the algotrader.live right there. Okay. We do have advisors, professional advisors that use those signals. And that's really the audience who they were intended for, professional advisors who actually trade client money using those proprietary signals we provide. But they're very powerful signals. I know a few of you guys have taken them for a test drive, and you guys can take them for a test drive too. I'll give you a 5-day free trial. Just when you go on my website, thealgotrader.live, you'll see a pop out. Just enter your email right there, and you'll get a free trial. But again, it's only for swing traders and option traders. And if you're into that style of trading, that's something you definitely want to have as part of your arsenal of tools, because those signals work exceedingly well. And we also have performance reports on add a sample data on those signals. That's also available on our website. Again, that's the algotrader.live. You guys can check that out there if you guys are ever interested in something like that. But we broadcast that live every day, Monday through Friday, from the cash market session to the close, and it's proven to be very successful for our members. So I definitely encourage you guys at least to check it out. All right, guys, here we go. This is just going super slow. I'd love for this bar to get outside of this yellow band here, but the trade's still going up. It's just going up right there. And this signal right here at 80%, oh, that tells you it's going to continue. It's going to continue. It's going to continue. It's way up right there. I'll leave it there, and I'm monitoring this too as well on another screen that I've got. So I'm not going to leave this here, but I'm monitoring this in another screen right now. And this is going to oscillate a little bit. Also, guys, we do offer an affiliate program. So and that's for the AI powered strategies. Info on the affiliate program is also on our website. You guys can find it there at thealgotrader.live. And let's see. Well, this is going to take a while. I'm going to be on until this signal, either this signal closes or which one? Or this one right here. All right. So I'll be on with the live stream until one of these signals ends up closing, and then I'll be done for the day today. No, those AI-powered strategies are available directly on our website at thealgotrader.live. That's the only place they're available right there. That's where you find the link to subscribe, actually. Yeah, I designed those for patient equity. People who have patient equity and don't mind writing out the trade till the very, very end, and making money off those signals. Boom, here we go, and this is just I've got another long signal right here too. This is one of the other strategies that I had been working on for the past several months, and it's done very, very good. This is a long only strategy right here, but it nailed a long. Look at this right at the very beginning. Boom. This is up over 200 points. So I've got like 3 different strategies, 3 or 4 that are up a considerable amount today right here. So not bad for these. And we are still trending. The market is still trending. It's coming back. Got a long signal right here as well, and I've got a long signal right here as well too that has not yet closed. All right, let's see what's going on with Apple. Man, I'm getting my ass kicked on Apple today. All right. Well, shit. If the market tanks tomorrow, let's all pray that it does, please. Then I'll make money on my Apple puts. If not, then I've got to eat dust on my Apple puts. Gee whiz. Yeah, this trade is not going anywhere. This is a new indicator I finished up yesterday right here. It only tracks the trend component of the trade. That's it. This strikes a balance between the trend component and the cyclic component of the trade. That's why it's a little bit more nervous. You see that? Versus this one right here, it's a lot smoother right here. Hi, Mike. How are you, buddy? Welcome to the live stream. We appreciate having you. How market would tank tomorrow? Oh, it's anyone's guess, man. It's, I'm making a hypothetical statement that I hope it crashes tomorrow or it tanks tomorrow because really I want my Apple puts to be in the money. That's my hope. But more than that, I'll give you a reason why I think. I don't know if you were here earlier, but let me see. I'll tell you right now. Right here. Okay. This is both of these charts are on the daily time frame. Okay. But if you didn't see this earlier, I did post it on the Discord group as well. When Bear Stearns made their announcement that they had been taken over by regulators, it was on the same exact weekend that SVB Bank was taken over by regulators just a few weeks ago, right here. So this is when Bear Stearns, right here, got taken over by regulators. And this white line right here, this vertical white line, shows the same weekend that SVB Bank got taken over by regulators. And if you remember, regulators, when Bear Stearns got taken over, came out and said, oh, there's nothing wrong. There's no systemic risk, nothing wrong. Bear Stearns is an isolated matter, and the market rallied. Look at that. Market completely rallied. Throughout this time, this red line, which tracks the difference between volatility and price, was above the zero line. Also, when this happened, right here, volatility was at its highest point when Bear Stearns collapsed. It was, I think, at 30 something. And then volatility just tanked all the way down to 16 when it rallied after the announcement from regulators. The same exact scenario happened when SVB Bank got taken over. Volatility was at elevated levels right here. Okay. Then all of a sudden you had a massive volatility crash all the way down into the teens, which we just saw. Okay. All during the time that the market rallied. This is just the last few weeks. Okay. And now we have the same identical thing happening that happened with Bear Stearns happening now, where the market's turning and the signal just crossed the zero line. So because it crossed the zero line today, my hope would be that the market would crater tomorrow. That's my hope and dream that would happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. It could happen Monday, Tuesday, or at some point next week, but the market's teeter-tottering right now on the brink of collapse. And if history is any guide, you're going to see some action in the following days. And hopefully it'll be to the downside. And I'm hoping it's going to be tomorrow because I want my Apple puts to be in the money. So, yeah, you can do a little research on this comparison between Bear Stearns and SVB Bank. You'll see some similarities. Yeah, I basically lose the whatever I paid for them. It becomes, the options expire worthless, and that's it. So I hope that answers your question, Mike. And I think First Federal Bank got taken over by regulators just a couple of days ago. So you have a confluence of things happening in the market that aren't positive by no stretch of the imagination. Yet the market is up over 300 points. Yeah, it's phenomenal to see. I'm not gonna sit here and fight the market and say, hey, yeah, go down the other way. I'd love it to go down, to zero, frankly, but you got to go with the direction of the market, right? In this case, up today. The Nasdaq being up over 2.5%. That's nuts. But I'm sitting here like you guys watching this going, wow, this is crazy. So guys, are you guys doing well in the Nasdaq today? Have you guys taken positions in the Nasdaq? Are you guys long right now? What are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Talk to me. You know what? Speaking of institutions, you just reminded me. Let me look at the COT report right here, right now. It appears that institutions reduced their exposure to the Nasdaq 100 per the COT report. In fact, you know what? Today's Thursday. I can't really tell you right now because today's Thursday. The COT report gets updated this evening after the market closes, and it updates tomorrow on my charts. So the report from the COT that I have right now is from last week, so I can't tell by looking at it right now if institutions are still driving this rally in the market or not, or whether it's retail. But I'll know tomorrow morning once the report comes out and updates on my charts. But right now it's news. It's earnings. Yeah, you're in earnings season right now. It's news. Any other news that's going out right now, it's that's all driving the market today. Yeah, the SPY trade is still going. I think the SPY trade is still going to the downside, if I'm not mistaken, on that signal. I can't see it here from my trading desk right now because it's on the other side where Marcia sits. But hang on, let me look. Yeah, that signal for the SPY is still short. I just saw it right now. Yeah, if you're working on discipline, I definitely encourage you to read my book, the new book I put out. It's called Mind Over Market, and it's a trader's guide to mental mastery. And it's available. It's available on Amazon. I think the link to that is on the socials channel on the Discord. You can click there; it takes you straight over to Amazon, and you can get the ebook version because that's the only version I've got available right now, the ebook version. And I took a deep dive right there talking about discipline and anything having to do with the psychology of trading um, to help you guys out because the psychology of trading is number one. If you nail that, you can then figure out the rest. So I put that together out of years of experience to help anyone in the marketplace that wants to improve their mental game in trading. So definitely grab a copy of the book when you get a chance. I know you got the other book that you're reading, but this is also a good book too. Yeah, you'll really enjoy it. It's a good read. It's a really, really good read. It's loaded with good content for any trader, whether you're a new trader or an experienced trader. That book I primed it with really good stuff right there to help you improve your mental game in trading. Man, I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I aim to make these sessions fun and informative, and talk about what really matters to traders. I know we're all here for the same reason. You know, we all want to make money. We all want to be successful at what we do, but we're constantly reminded, you know, about our dumb mistakes, and sometimes we don't know whether it's a mistake or just bad luck. You know, when we're trading. So it's a very challenging profession because you're constantly reminded about all the mistakes you make all the time, you know, every time you're trading in the markets. And so you're always looking for that edge to stay ahead. Yeah, it's plateauing right now. Again, it's plateauing again right now. Where it's at. Let me just take a peek at something here. Yeah, I think it's gonna probably go sideways. If it doesn't break above this yellow line, this thing's just gonna go into this little sideways mode crap. And right here on this where's that other tool I had over here? I got so many things here. Yep, right here, look. You just had a little collapse in volatility. But this thing will continue going up until this here crosses the zero line, and then boom. It's a patient thing right now. So I'm going to keep it here because I guess you guys want to see where this exits, right? This one right here to the upside, and I got the other one too. But I've got it on another chart, so I keep an eye on it right now. $2:13 in the afternoon, man. This has been a very nice run, guys. Very nice run. Today. Also, another thing I just want to throw out there right now while we're all sitting here watching this play out, and well, we're going to get bar change in 30 seconds, by the way. My trading rules are also in the book I published. All my trading rules are in there for you guys to peruse. Yeah, I do. I try to take Wednesdays off. Generally, I try to take Wednesdays off. It's kind of the middle of the week and work on research and development. And oh, look, there it is right there. You guys saw it. Boom, the signal. Man, I am blowing out of here, man. Okay, that's it. I'm exiting this trade, guys. Oh, where's it at? Sell.
Trade.
That's it. That wasn't a big profit, okay? Because I got in like way at the end on that trade. A few $100s, but it's always good to see money, right? All right, I'm out completely. I exited that long signal right there. Done. So if you guys want to see pointage right here, here you go. 13026. All right, who's got a calculator? Okay. 13026. I just, I'm going to just give it to you guys right here. And this came all the way to 13,206. 180 points. Right there. Out of there. Okay. I'll post that chart later on the Discord channel, just for illustration, I guess. But the other trade, let's go over here and watch that. It's still going right there. But that was it for me, guys. I took the first leg of that long in the morning, and I'm happy right now. That's all I could say. %, fib extension from 425 low. Wow, cool. Cool. Interesting. From the 425 low is 225. Interesting. Clustering with 419 at 227. Interesting. Yeah, well, this is already kind of topping off in some way, I think, but it's still going. I mean, I just saw weakness. The reason I took the trade-off is because on the other chart on my left screen, I saw this right here. Look, let me just get rid of this pointer because this thing just like gets all over my window right here. Right there. There you go. See, I thought there was going to be a little bit more strength in this going up, kind of like with more of a 90-degree angle. But no, it went up a little bit and poof, right there. And I'm like, that. And remember, this is tracking the difference between price and volatility right here. I saw this as well. Okay, and this has been tracking the upper part of the trend really good. Right there. Look at that. It's remained above the zero line, and it's right there. And I'm thinking, well, how much more is there going to be to the upside? So I took my chips off the table. There was only one contract. And as I said, when I got into it, completely experimental. It wasn't a big trade. A few $100s and whatever. But that's it. And I'll keep this here on the screen. When this one exits, because I don't know, some of you guys might still be in the trade like KTL. I'll leave it here, okay? I'm going to leave it here, and we'll see where this gets you out right here. And this one right here, it's just off the charts today. Doing good. Wow, 331 in the Nasdaq. I'm sorry you experienced that, Mike. That's probably because I need to update the app, the plugin on that. But I've got a separate link I could send you. if you want to send me a message through the Discord server, you can send it to me there, and I'll be more than happy to send you that link, which is the member link as well. So I got two portals right there. One of them's visible, one of them's not, and I'll send it to you so you can go ahead and do that as soon as I get off. As soon as I get off right here, but you can also send a brief request to support, and that's it. Support at right there to support at the algotrader.live, and just include your email so we can respond to you as soon as the market closes today, and we can go ahead and get you set up. We'd be happy to have you on board. And you do get a 5-day trial anyway, so you'll get a 5-day trial, and you can check it out front seat, see if you like the signals. Those signals are really good, really, really good. Wow, so it did hit the 100%. The 225, 227. Wow, cool. Yeah, even though it hit the 100%, the day is still, we're still about what, an hour and a half away from the close, and with the market being up so much, I'm just sitting here wondering if this thing's going to continue going up. So I'm showing weakness right here, right there, and right there. So we'll see. But I will tell you, wherever this ends, that is it. That is it. I said that about the other signal too. Mm. Mm. Uh, if everything plays out the way I'm hoping it does with the NQ, it's going to go back. It's going to go back to about the 6,700 level, and I know that sounds way extreme, but that's the truth. And a lot of people might think that, oh no, that's never going to happen. It's never going to go from 13,000 to 6,700. Yeah, wait and see what's going to happen. It's what we're about to witness is the most unprecedented financial collapse. In terms of severity, it's going to be worse than 2008 that you've ever seen. And we are at the very cusp of seeing that happen right now. At the very, very, very cusp. I can't even stress that enough. Um, and it's going to tank. It's going to tank like a rock. It's not even going to go to the 2023 lows. It's going to go all the way down to about 6,700 between now and mid-September 2023. That's my prediction on the NQ. I know it sounds extreme. I know it sounds like way too low. Yeah, but I've made predictions like this before in the past and they've come true. So, people might not agree with me. People might view things differently, and I respect that. Everyone's got their own views, but we're gonna hit a tsunami of unprecedented proportions, and that's based on a confluence of factors that are at play right now, and all this is artificially being held, but by by the media in part. Yeah, 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 and a lot of people, I share this a lot. I only share it when I get asked the question. So a lot of people look at me and they think, oh, no, this guy's crazy. The Nasdaq's never going to go down to that level. It is. Because crashes happen in three phases. You have the initial phase, you have phase two, which happened last year, okay, where the market lost, where the Nasdaq lost more than 30% of its value. S&P tanked as well. Then you have the third leg. The third leg of the crash is the most severe. That's the crash that just wipes everybody out. And we're in it now. The crash already began. Right now, everything that you're seeing is being artificially held up in part by the fake news media that do not want to report on what's really happening right now because they're afraid of bank runs and they're afraid of, honestly, the economy completely collapsing. But we're hanging together by pins and needles right now. This is going to collapse any day. Like I mentioned here, look, in this chart. And let me tell you something about this algorithm. This is an extremely powerful and accurate algorithm right here. This one right here, okay? This is nothing out of the box that was, bought somewhere. This is specifically developed to track the relationship between the VIX and price. And when it comes down, it comes down. It comes down, and it comes down hard. Look what happened in 2008 right here, where the market, the SPX just completely collapsed right there. Caught the first leg of the collapse perfectly right there. Then it cycled back up and then it collapsed again. So I'm pretty confident that the market's going to collapse. Really confident that the market's going to collapse very, very soon. Now, it could be this week coming up. It could be next week. But hang on tight because it's going to be a fun ride down. And I'll be here to trade it all the way down to as low as it goes. Oh, absolutely. The bricks is just one little piece of it. And once you read, look, once you read that Shemitah book, that Shemitah book will probably put shivers down your spine, and you're not going to be able to sleep at night after you read that book. It's extremely powerful. It's got a lot of good content in there. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, SBB made one of the worst mistakes it could have ever made. You know, instead of matching their short-term deposits with short-term maturities in their treasuries, they went out and bought long-term maturity treasuries, which when people started pulling money out of the bank, they weren't able to sell quick enough and they had to sell them at a loss because interest rates were going up. It's ridiculous. They made one of the stupidest, rookiest mistakes that you could have made. Whoever was managing their treasury department and making those investments, oh my goodness, where did they find this guy? The internet? It's just, what an amateur, really, what an amateur for them to have made such a basic mistake and have gone under that way. But there's a lot of other banks that have all kinds of exposure, and a lot of times you don't know what type of exposure these banks have in their portfolio. I mean, look what happened in 2008 when everyone, after the fact, found out that banks were heavily invested in mortgage-backed securities and all these other esoteric assets, right? It all came out after, you know, their bank balance sheets blew up. So, you know, you never know what these banks have on their books. And this is still going up, guys. This is still going up. Where I think we passed the 100% extension now, because I think Lee said it was at 227. Now we're at no, we're at 227 again. I'm sorry, guys. I was looking at the price of 339. Yeah, so we're at the 100% extension rate now that he said at 227. So yeah, we are right there. Yeah, I want to do these lives more often, honestly. And we're a small crowd, guys. I'm not like a big fish out here on YouTube with hundreds of thousands of followers. But I do have the best signals. And I know for a fact that every time I get on here, we all make money, and you know, things. It feels there's a sense of community with what we do here, and it's awesome. And I appreciate you guys being here as well. Wow. Let me see if this other strategy. Oh, let's see what happened with overnight volatility. Look at this. Overnight volatility, guys. I'm sorry. Overnight volume was extremely low. Look at this. This is super low volume in comparison to the average right here. That was ridiculous. I don't know what's happening out there in Europe, but these guys are asleep. They are asleep at the wheel. Hey guys, pay attention to this. This is very, very important right now, okay? Look, price just broke above the 320 level. And if you remember, I send these out in the morning signals each day. This is the gamma flip level, the 320. This was a spot price today at 315, but this is the flip level at 320. And you know what that means, right? That if price goes above the 320 level, dealers start having to buy back the contracts they sold, so it creates a squeeze. So if you don't have this on your screen, you definitely should plot it on your screen every morning because I send these out through the alert service. Okay, these are extremely important levels, and this is the reason why we have them right here. You're at the 320 level in the Qs. Okay, there's a very good chance right now you're going to have a squeeze if this remains above the 320. All right, so you got to keep an eye on this right now. This is very important. Two things could happen right now, two scenarios. One is the dealers will try to push the price below the 320 mark, okay, in order to avoid being squeezed. And that's probably what's happening right here with this bar right now. Or they get squeezed and the price just goes through the roof. Probably another 40, 50, maybe 60 points right here. Yeah. Keep an eye on the Qs right now, guys, for a squeeze. Okay? This is the reason why I send out these levels every morning, because I want you guys to know when these events take place. Okay? Look at what happened in the morning. We were just right above the spot price, and the price just ripped all the way to the gamma flip price right there. So now dealers are probably trying to push it down. Look at that. Amazing how that works, huh? Back to that right now. Wow, this signal is just still there, man. Very, 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 very strong uptrend today. Very strong uptrend. No doubt about that. Yeah, I think this is going to remain until this red line hits this zero line right there. But this is interesting right here, guys. This is very interesting right here. Yeah, I agree. Fib extensions are 13,239, 13,239, 86%, and 13,262 at 100%. Wow, okay. And we're at that point right now where you're at the gamma flip level at 320 on the Qs. So if dealers don't push it down below the 320, this thing's going to squeeze up and it may hit one of those points that you just mentioned, either the 88 or the 100%. Yep, you're right at that 320 level. That's why I've got it right here on this screen, because I want to see where it's going to go from this point. The dealers are probably trying to push that down. They probably don't want to get squeezed in the cash market session right now. So you can tell they're pushing it down right there. All right, guys, we got 2 minutes for bar change, and the dealers are fighting the move past the 320 in the Qs, because they know above 320 they've got to buy back a whole bunch of option positions that they are short. And if that happens, you know, they're going to get squeezed. So they are pushing that sucker down. They're trying to hold it there, or at least hold it at the line. Okay, 1 more minute. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing to watch. It's a phenomenon that not a lot of traders are aware of, but if you know about it, it really helps in your trading. All right, here we go. Boom. New bar right there. And I still don't have a closing signal on that one strategy. It's still open right now, even though it's gotten a little bit weak. And there we are. It's just the dealers are pushing it down. If you guys aren't familiar with a gamma squeeze, there's a good article over on Spot Gamma. Just go to their site and type in gamma squeeze, and they've got a few really good articles and illustrations on how that whole theory works, right? So anyway, the same signals that those guys sell for like a bundle every month, I put those signals out free on my, I think it's on my, sometimes I put them on Twitter, but I send them out through the alert service. I send those out through the alert service every morning, so you guys have these levels like this, okay? And these are specifically for the Nasdaq, not for the SPX or any other instrument, only for the Nasdaq. Those gamma levels are generated off of option open interest, and they're typically generated using the front month contract. So in this case, because option expiration date is tomorrow, I use the May contract for all expirations in the month of May. So what it does, it basically aggregates all the expirations for the month of May, all the open interest right there, and it changes every single day. And it uses a very sophisticated math program that comes up with the figures right there. That's how I come up with them. And these are specifically, this was all designed specifically for the Qs only. I could do them for the SPX or any other instrument, but I prefer doing them for the Qs because the Q is kind of like the parent of the Nasdaq. So people follow the Qs, and whatever the Qs do, the Nasdaq does. It's kind of like a mirror, right? So these levels right here, what I do is I convert these to the NQ equivalent. So the NQ equivalent's right here. Let me show you. Right here. This, I got a better view right here. This is your Q. This is the NQ equivalent of the Q spot right here, and this is the NQ equivalent of the Q gamma flip right here. So I post these every morning as well, so you guys can go ahead and plot these on your chart, and you see how price just came up and boom, hit right there, and that's it. And that is it, right there. Market internals are really not that strong relative to the extent of this move in NQ, so probably the high is in the spike reaction on earnings after close could change. I agree. Completely agree. Totally agree with that. Absolutely. So let's see what's taking place here. I have a signal here, a long signal I have a few long signals that have not closed. I have this long signal that hasn't closed yet, this long signal that hasn't closed. I got another long signal here that's still open. That one closed already. This one right here, boom, perfectly nailed the top right there. Gave me a short. Now the market's just going sideways. But it also hit the flip level right here. So this is what I do with those levels, guys, that I sent out this morning. I plot them right here on the charts, okay? And you guys could plot these as well. So this is the way it works. Look, let me just open this real quick. Okay. You put your spot price, your flip price, your NQ price, the current price, and it just plots them for you right there. Now, of course, the math underneath this is a little bit complex, and this is my creation right here. This is my baby, and I'll make these available to you guys. I don't mind making these available at all, so you guys could have them. And sure enough, right there, boom. This also hit the top right here nicely, got you out nice and clean. So because this thing is right at the flip level right now, I think it's kind of rolling down. Oh, the other signal right here close too, look. And those signals right there went bust. These are probably going to be bad signals, most likely. And I'll leave it right here, okay? I agree, the top is already in. We got 10 more minutes. The signal closes, and that's it. Those gamma levels, I'll tell you, they're very powerful. They're extremely, extremely, extremely powerful. They have caught so many gamma flips in the last few weeks. I can't even recount how many it's counted caught successfully. And that's a must-have. If you're trading the Nasdaq 100 futures, you got to have those plotted on your chart, on a chart of the NQ specifically. And on the NQ equivalent, you can just have those levels right there plotted on your charts as well. That's another important measure of support and resistance that you guys could have. Yeah, it is. It's going sideways right now. But we've only got about 8 minutes, and that's it. But Lee was right. It hit the 227 mark, which was I think he had it right here. Let's see, the 227. Let's see, let me just go back a little bit here. He said the 227 was the high of 419, so there you go. But he also said 239 is the 88% Fibonacci retracement. So this is going to be really interesting if it does hit that 88.6% marker. Because we really are only about maybe 10 points away, give or take. At 6 minutes, guys, and this thing will be done and over with. Wow, it is pushing. Guys, this is a last minute squeeze in the Qs taking place right before our eyes. Look at this. Let me show you. Where is my little squeeze channel here? Right here. Look at that. These guys are getting squeezed. Oh man. Woo! They try to fight it. Now they're getting squeezed. Look at that. Wee. Yeah, this is exciting to watch. You're squeezing them. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's good. That's good. Get that little last minute squeeze right there. Get a little more juice out of that Nasdaq. You go back right here, because this is the chart we're going to end with. We need exactly 10 points to get to that 88.6 level right now. I mean, will this market get there? That's the big question. We're getting squeezed right now, and this thing is not below the zero line right now, so whoo-hoo, let's see. Yep, they're getting squeezed. Small squeeze, but nonetheless a squeeze. All right, guys, this is the last minute before the cash market closes, all right? And might be a good time to take all trades off the table because there might be earning announcements that come up after the bell, and you guys never know what's going to happen with those earnings announcements. The market might pop or it might crater because you just don't know. You know, better safe than sorry, I think. But yeah, we're winding down right now. The market's getting squeezed right now. We just got a new bar on the NQ, which is higher than the previous close. And we're down to the last few seconds, guys, and we'll see where this strategy right here and how it closes. It's going to close right now in 30 seconds. Not even 30 seconds. Oh, wait a minute. It's 3 o'clock. Oh, man. I was thinking it was 4 o'clock. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. I was thinking it was 4 o'clock right now, guys. I have no idea. I was thinking it was 4 o'clock right now, and I'm like thinking, okay, this is it. The bar's going to close, and everything's going to be done. Nope. Yeah, we do. We have an hour to go. I have no idea why I was thinking it was just about to be 4 o'clock right now. Yeah, that was my bad. Yeah. So we are in a classic gamma squeeze right now. Yeah, we're supposed to be closing in 1 hour. Sorry about that. It must have been just stuck in my head some way that it was already in before o'clock, and that was it. But no, the market's still going and the strategy is still going. Goodness gracious, how much is this thing up? All right, that got you in at 13,005. And now you're at 13,237. So over 200 and something points. All right. And I'm going to leave it here, guys. Unfortunately, I got out of this trade like somewhere right here based on another signal I had. So I'm not in this trade right now. I'm watching it, but I'm going to leave it here because some of you guys may still be in this trade. And if you are, I'm going to leave it here until the signal fires close. All right. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab myself some water. All right. Guys, I'm back right now. I had to go refill my water bottle. Wow. Congrats, KTL. That's good, man. I'm glad you stood in that trade and followed your conviction. Stay in the trade. You're benefiting from the gamma squeeze right now that is happening right now at the 320 level in the Qs. That's just it's dealers got squeezed and this thing's gonna continue pushing up. You're seeing a little bit of improvement right here in the volatility of this trade. Just boom, went up. And this is not the only long trade I've got open right there that's active. You've got this one right here too. That's gone up about as much as that one. And you've got this one right here as well. That's gone up. You've got that one right there. That is up as well. And this is kind of getting topsy right there. Uh-huh. Super strong upside. Whew. Apple. Dude. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this thing definitely benefited by the gamma flip that you guys are that it's happening right now. It's just crazy to see that. It's really cool. It's really really cool to watch. But I won't jump into this trade right now because if I did, I'd be breaking one of my rules, which is no late trades. If you're late to the party, stay out. And I don't want to take any puffs off this trade right here. Well, this actually hit. It surpassed the 88.6 level, which was at 239. This could essentially go to the 100%, which is at 262, according to Lee's fib extensions right there. 262 mark right there, which would be a fantastic trade for UKTL. I'll be here on the sidelines rooting for you. Got out of that trade a little bit early on that signal, but it's okay. Had a good morning already. So we're going to see how you do right now on that trade. And so we're rooting for you, man. Yeah, yeah. This thing's gonna go till it goes. Oh yeah. Wow. Oh man, congrats to you, KTL man. That was an awesome decision to stay in the trade and follow through with your conviction till when you felt you were ready to get out of the trade. So that's what's unique about trading. We all have our different methodologies of participating in the market. You made the right choice. You stood with your conviction, and you wrote it out until you felt it was the right time for you to exit the trade. So congrats. Congrats. That shows discipline and dedication to what you're doing, and I'm glad you got rewarded for it, man. So congratulations on that. So we are still stuck at that 220 something level right now. Got 45 minutes to go before the market closes. And that's what it is, patience. You got to let these trades play out in your favor. And once you get in on the lower time frame, you look at the higher time frame for directional guidance on which way it's going. In this case, it went up. I am showing signs of weakness in the 30-minute time frame right now. It's just flat. But again, I'm leaving it here, guys, for you guys to see where this strategy exits the trade between now and the close. And this strategy entered at 13,003. We're at 13,240 now, so it's up more than 230 points to the upside. Okay, this one signal right here, all the way up. I legged into the trade this morning and got out, and then got back in again and got out, and I should have just stayed in all day. Hang on here. Lee said that this scene would go to 262. So we're at 240 now. So 262 would represent the 100% Fibonacci. And what he has said before, he says that anywhere within a percentage of maybe 5 or 10 points, give or take, off of that. So it could hit the 252 mark, and that's it. Yep, those dealers are getting squeezed. Hey guys, don't forget to look at the COT report that comes out tonight. It'll get updated on your system tomorrow morning. And the COT report is generally provided, the indicator itself is generally provided by your broker dealer, wherever that might be. Just look within all the indicators you got. It should say COT report, COT report. And that'll let you know what the net position in the Nasdaq 100 is by institutional traders, non-commercial, and speculators as well. And that will update tomorrow. The report comes out tonight and it gets updated tomorrow morning. So that'll give you a glimpse as to who's driving the market. At 245. If this thing hits 252, that's within 10 points of the 262 mark that Lee flagged as the 100% Fibonacci retracement. And it looks like we're heading right in that direction. No, bro, it was your discipline and your conviction to follow through with the trade. That's what made it successful. It was your discipline that you said, "Hey, I'm going to stick with that trade and go through it," and you did it, man. You did it. No worries, buddy. Enjoy your afternoon, and don't forget to read the book as well, and try to get yourself some fig tea as well. That's that'll do you good with your trading and your energy levels as well. So yeah, enjoy your afternoon, buddy, and thanks for tuning in. So there it goes. It hit the 252 mark right now, and Lee said 262. So we're right in that 10-point range. Okay, 248. Wow, market's up almost 3% today. Beauty, absolute beauty. Mm. Still a strong trade to the upside, guys. Look at this bad boy right here. Came up and boom, took that thing. It's simply amazing. Beautiful, beautiful. Can't get better than that. It's just absolutely nice. And this right here, my friends, is really good as well. But I'm going to leave it here because this is the signal you guys are watching, and this is the one that we're going to watch all the way together till the close today. $4 minutes to bar change. All right, there it is. We just got bar change right now, and the signal just fired to close the trade. And in total, we've got 13, I think it was a 13,005 or something like that, to 13,240 right there. So 230 something points on that trade. And that concludes today's session, trading the Nasdaq 100 futures, guys. It was a very successful session. I want to thank everyone in attendance today for being part of this community, and I hope your success was as good as mine this day, and that you guys learned a thing or two by watching these signals and learning how algorithmic trading works. So anyway, until next time, if you have further questions, I'm always available to answer those on the Discord channel, or you can also send me a private message on the Discord channel too. And until then, happy trading between now and the cash market close. Hope you guys had a good day, and wish you guys a fantastic rest of the day. So happy trading, guys. Take care, and thanks for watching. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You guys take care. You guys enjoy the rest of the afternoon.